So the background to all these issues is I paid someone about 18 months ago pretty decent money to make a custom exhaust system for this car. There's been a few little issues with it. One, it wasn't back purged, but also he didn't do a very good job designing the exhaust hangers. So ever since I've started taking the car on the track, I've been getting plagued with cracked exhaust system sections around the world that haven't been back purged. These ones I've done, so they're okay now. But all these sort of stainless, this is all stainless tubing. None of the stainless has been back purged in the whole system, and all the parts is done. So I've been having cracks along the mid pipe. I've been having cracks in the cross pipe. I've been having cracks in the headers as well for a number of reasons. All right, so I thought I'd make a little video explaining what I think is going on with this exhaust system and why I think it's been, one of the reasons why I think it's been cracking. Number one reason is it wasn't back purged, but getting away from that, this was how the mid pipe sits. The only hanger on the mid pipe was this hanger here. It's about 2/3 of the way down towards the back of the pipe, and the only thing stopping that end of the pipe hanging lower is the fact that that end of the pipe's hitting the CV joint. So obviously when you bolt it up to the cross pipe is supporting quite a lot of weight of this mid pipe. The cross pipe used to have a bracket that bolted to that bolt on the gearbox. It used to be like a little stainless L bracket that went from about there and went to that. That kept cracking. When that cracks, it takes all the load from here, transfers it all the way up into the headers up there, and that's what caused my number one header tube to crack a little while ago. So I caught that before it cracked anything else. I've now gone and put V-bands on, as you can see, but I felt like I had to redesign this hanging system to take the stress off that joint. So what I've done, these are Toyota Land Cruiser exhaust hangers that I had lying around. They worked. Welded a stainless steel hanger onto the subframe there. That was fun to do because I had to weld on my back across the top, which I couldn't see what I was doing. So weld doesn't look great, but it works. Welded a hanger on the bottom. So I clip this in like that. Now it sits up quite a lot more. So this is taking a fair bit more weight, but what happens now is it still wants to hang down and rotate. So there's still a bit of load. There's still a bit of load being put on that joint, which transfers load across the cross pipe up to the manifold. So I felt like another hanger was in order. This is the factory exhaust hanger mount. Again, another Land Cruiser exhaust hanger mount I had lying around. So I'll put that up again. Just like that. Now it's sitting up, fully supported. And when I line it up, it lines up perfectly. Now, all the load of this center mid pipe is supported by the body. This isn't really supporting any weight other than its own, which also, once it's bolted to this hanger here will support a bit of that load as well, but it's also flexible. So if the engine rocks around a bit, which it doesn't really because it's got really stiff mounts, it should be fine. So I think I've got all that side sorted. The only thing I've got to do now is obviously when you look at this rear, get around the back a bit better. When you look at the rear muffler, when it's not connected to anything, it's obviously hanging down. So when I bolt that flange up, that flange is going to be taking a bit of the weight of the rear muffler. So I've run out of material to do this for now, for this next event on Sunday, but in the future, oh wait, it's actually slipped out there. Let's get around and sort that out so you can see I'm not bullshitting. these guys designed this hanger system. The muffler slides on from the front back. When the mid pipe's on, you can't get this on. So you got to take the mid pipe off. Maybe I can get it in there though. A bit of a flex in it now. No, anyway. We'll set it like that. No, doesn't want to play. Anyway, you get what I mean. If I just hold it like that, so I'm kind of simulating a hanger now. I'll hold it like that, and the muffler still wants to hang down. So what my plan is I'm going to redesign or design a new hanger that comes off here somewhere, or maybe the top of the muffler can. I'm going to cut this bracket off that this guy's done, because this is the factory hanger. I'm going to put another one of those Land Cruiser mounts there, and I'm going to support this muffler from here somewhere and have a long rod that comes across to there. And I think that should solve all my issues. Fingers crossed.